So even before we start learning how to create the comment functionality, let's first go ahead and enhance this particular like functionality. So let's say you want to display the total number of people who have actually liked the post. So how can you do that? So in order to do that, what you could do is you could simply go to your views file and you could find out the number of people who have actually liked the post. Or else the other thing which could be done is that you simply could go ahead and count the number of likes in the templates which you have. So for example, if you go to the templates file for the feed page, which is this file right here, right up over here in this particular HTML code itself, you could actually take a look at the total number of people who have liked the post. So let's try doing that up over here. So in order to display the count here, what I would do is that I'll go right beneath the div which we have up over here, which is the div which is right above the title and the caption. So here I'll create another div, and in this particular div we are now actually going to go ahead and count the total number of posts which are liked by the user. So I'll go inside this div, and we already actually have access to the post here. And now if I want to check the number of people who have actually liked the post, I could simply go ahead and make use of the template syntax and say if post dot liked underscore by dot count, and this is going to give me the number of people who have actually liked the post. So we say if post dot liked by dot count, if this is less than 1, that means if no person has actually liked the post, in that particular case we want to leave this entire thing empty. Or else what we want to do is that if we have one person who has liked the post, we want to display the name of that person. So here I will say elif, that means if the post dot liked by dot count. So instead of typing this thing one more time, I'll simply copy it from here. So elif, this is the case, that is if this is equal to 1, in that particular case we want to say that that particular person has liked it. So here if one person has actually liked the post, we display the name of that person. So here we say post dot liked underscore by, and we want to get the first person, so I would say dot first, and I would say this person likes this. Or else if multiple people have actually liked this, we are going to make a check for this as well. So we will say elif post dot like by dot count, if this is greater than 1, if this is greater than 1, in that particular case we want to say that the first person as well as the other people have actually liked it. That means here I need to say the first person has actually liked the post along with other number of people as well. So now in order to get the other number of people, we have to actually go ahead and count those people here. So here I would say this and other, which is going to be the count. So here I would say post dot liked by dot count likes this. Now let's see how this is going to work. So I'll simply save this, go back to the browser, and if I hit refresh, as you can see, now it will say that could not pass the remainder from this one. So that's, I guess, because there's no space in between this one. So if I save this, go back here, hit refresh, I think again we need to have some space here. So make sure that you have space between the number and the sign. And right now, and we also are missing space from here. So let's fix that, go back here. And I think we forgot to load the endif tag as well. So let's add the endif tag here, go back, hit refresh. And as you can see, now it's working absolutely fine. So right now this thing says that one person has liked it. Now let's log out and let's also like this thing as another person, and let's see how that works. So right now let me log in. So now I've actually logged in as Pat. So let me go to post/feed. Currently this says one person likes it. If I again click on this one, now it says this and 2 actually like this. If I unclick this, it says one person like this. But technically when I click on this button, it should say the first person as well as one other likes this. And that's because technically 2 people have liked it. But right now this count is showing up the total number of people who have liked it. That means now we have to subtract 1 from this. However, subtraction is a problem. If you actually try to go ahead and if you try to say -1 here, let's see what happens. So if I go back here, hit refresh, as you can see, now it will say could not pass this particular remainder. So let's try giving some space here, hit refresh, but still you are going to get an error, and that's because you cannot perform some addition, subtraction, multiplication or division operation here. You can actually perform comparison operation in the template syntax, but you cannot perform mathematical operations like that. And in order to perform mathematical operations here, what you need is you need a library which is called as math filters. So you have to go back to the terminal, stop the server, let me clear up the screen here, and then I would say pip install django-math filters. Hit enter. This is going to install math filters for you. And now once this thing is done, let's rerun the server one more time. And then whenever you have to use math filters, you have to go back to the template which is using math filters, and you actually have to load math filters at the top. So right at the top here, I need to make use of template syntax, and as we are using the math filters library, I would say load math filters. And also, as you're using that app, you also need to mention that in the settings.py file as well. So let's go inside the settings.py file, and in here I have to say I want to use the app which is math filters. Okay, so once we have used the math filters, the next thing which we need to do is we need to go back to the feed.html, and instead of performing this kind of subtraction here, math filter actually allows us to go ahead and add filters which actually perform the subtraction operation for you. So in here, instead of saying this count -1, I have to use math filters by using this horizontal line and then saying I want to perform a sub and I want to subtract a value of 1 from this. Leave some space here, and as soon as you do that, this should work. So let's get back, hit refresh. So right now it says math filters must be a second tag. So let's again fix that. Let's go to feed.html, take the math filters from here, place it right after the base, and then let's hit refresh. Now as you can see, this is working well, and right now this says this person and one other likes this. If I dislike this, it says a single person has liked this. If I click on this, now instead of saying 2 likes this, this is saying 1 likes this. And instead of saying that, I would rather prefer saying and one other. So here I would say and these many other like this. So now it says this person and one other like this. That means now the like functionality is fully functional. So from the next lecture onwards, let's go ahead and let's start working on the comment functionality. Thank you.